Hi everyone, it's Mariela from Binary Option Sheriff. Thank you very much for joining me, and today we are going to be doing a post for whoever is interested in trading with Nadex. Now, Nadex, as we know, is the only broker that is, let's say, regulated and therefore totally legitimate in the US. Nadex is regulated by the CFTC, and therefore you will be trading in a regulated environment when you are trading with Nadex. Having said that, it does not mean that you have no risk when you are trading with Nadex. You have the classical risks that any trading, forex, binary, commodities, whatever it is you trade, will bring along with it in the market. This is a little disclaimer I have to make. So do not think that because you are in the US and you will be trading with Nadex, despite it being a rather complicated platform, that you will be trading and winning. You can also have your losses. What we are going to do today is we are going to try to understand this Nadex platform, which is a little bit different from any other platform that you will see in classic binary options trading, especially those which are done by spot option and which are very simple to navigate, especially those which are found in the European territory. However, given that Nadex is the only regulated broker in the US, I thought it is quite important for us to understand how Nadex works. So just some important information. You can open a free account with Nadex. Actually, they've changed the rules. Before you could open a free account for 15 days, but since recently they have changed and you can open an account. You have to fund your account, you have to verify your account, and then you will be given 10 days within which you can operate your demo account or dummy account with free money for free for 10 days. That gives you enough time to learn how to navigate the platform. So whether you are in the US or in any of the other countries which are accepted by Nadex, as you can see, for example, Indonesia is not accepted by Nadex. There are several other places that are not accepted by Nadex, but this is the full list of countries which are accepted by Nadex. So if you are outside the US and want to trade with Nadex, then it's possible if it's on your list. Register, make sure you verify your credentials. Once they will not even accept your money before they know that your documentation is all in order. This is a good thing I have to say about Nadex. Once that's done, you can navigate your platform, and that's what we are going to be doing now. So here we are on the Nadex platform, which, to be honest, at first glance looks really daunting and complicated, but in actual fact, if we break it down in few levels, should be quite easy. So at the top of the header will be your account, how much available you have, your account balance, and so on, how you can deposit funds, and this is the list of what you could be trading. Since we are particularly interested in trading binary options, what we are going to be looking at is this list here. We are going to be looking either indices binaries, forex binaries, which is what is interesting to us, which is currencies, or even commodities. Let's go for forex binaries. This is where you get a drop-down list of the currencies which are available for trading at the moment with Nadex. Now, just a quick small point. If you can have a look at my clock here, this is 8:49 in the morning Eastern time. It is not actually my time because at the moment I am located in Europe. You will always need to bear in mind that you synchronize this clock with whatever it is you are looking at, whether it is your economic calendar, your charts, and everything else. This is of total importance. So once we hit on the forex binaries, this is the list of assets that we will get to be able to trade on them. Let's assume we would like This is reflected, by the way, on this chart here, which looks like a Christmas tree, to be honest, at the moment. But let's, for example, go on my favorite pair, which is the euro and US dollar, and load this up. And on the scroll down here, you are going to get all the trades that you can possibly take today between 7 and 9, 8 and 10, 10 and 11, dailies, so on and so forth, even all the way to weekly. So this is already giving you your possible expiries. Let's go on the first one, which is available here. And this is now going to load on our chart here. So what I have done is I am taking the left hand part of my screen. This is where I am scrolling down, and eventually I am going to bring it to center stage where I'm going to be trading. If you have a look, this is between 8 and 9 what options I have available to trade with. These are always the currencies between euro and US dollar, and this is the time left within which I have to trade. These are all today, and this is the bid size, the bid and the offer. Now, this is where I have to go into a little bit of detail. Let's assume I am looking at this euro US dollar, and I click on it, so I take a ticket. Here we go. I've clicked on it, and this is where I am going to take my ticket. What is this information giving me? This information is giving me the current price of the pair, and the price at which I can buy it and sell it, and the minimum lot size that I can pay for it. So let's go back to our details. Bid size and offer size are very, very important, because this is the minimum amount you have to pay to take this particular trade. Meaning that if you take the trade when it is at 80 or at 70, you will always be able to make either $20 or $30 on it. Not anymore. The way Nadex works is it puts the trade in a pocket of 100, and whatever the size of the trade you take, you will make the difference in profit. So at the moment, the actual trade will be between 70 and 80 because it keeps playing up, and this 7.25 is your leverage. If you can decide to buy or sell within the time frame that you are given. So this trade expires in 6 minutes and 11 seconds. Let's close this trade for a second and see what information this is going to give us. At the moment, the price is actually here. This is the price at which the currency pair is trading. However, the price at which you buy it or you sell it will be different, will be the leveraged price. The closer the price gets to the indicative price, which will take you in or out of the money, will be what you will be earning. Over and above, you will find, for example, that here, because the price on offer was too close whenever it's an offer price to the market price, you will not even be given the option to buy it anymore. So this really makes it a little bit more tricky in order to buy and sell. In order to explain this a little bit more simpler, we will go into really tight trading time frames. And let's go and have a look at what we usually call the turbo trades, and we will see what we are being given there to explain how this works in the moment. Right, so if we navigate the left-hand side of our screen, we have this list here, which also includes 5-minute binaries. So let me just go through this quickly. This is where you deposit funds. This is the market filter, which means that you would either like to select all or not, so you can remove. You can either go for forex only, or for commodities and forex, or for commodities alone. This is where you select your filter, and this is what then you will be given, because the whole spectrum is actually quite large. Then we're going to go to the Finder. The Finder will give us a drop-down menu which will give us the indices of binaries, so on and so forth. And this is where I wanted to look at, which is the 5-minute binaries now. And 5-minute binaries, I want to look at forex. So I am going to be looking at forex. So what is going to happen here, again looking at the euro and US dollar, I am going to be given what is left of a 5-minute candlestick. This is completely different to how it works with other binary option platforms, in the sense that with other platforms you are given 5 minutes from the time you hit on a trade all the way to 60 seconds. With Nadex this is different. With Nadex you will only get what is left, what is remaining, as is in this case, of the 5-minute candle. So what we can expect that within the next 39 seconds or so we will get a fresh batch of trades which can be available for trading with Nadex. Let's just hit on this, although we will not have any time to take trades, but the purpose of this is to explain how it works. And we hit on this option so that we get our ticket. If you can see what's happening here, I will close this again. Because the time is so close to expiry, the possibility of taking the trade gets totally removed. Whereas now we have our new batch of tickets that we will be able to take within the next few seconds, and now we get our new possibilities. So let's assume we are going to take this trade now. You see the others have all gone and expiring. We take this ticket now. What does this ticket tell us? This ticket tells us a few things. So the market price is always the last on the right hand side, which is called indicative price. The price at which you can buy it or sell it would be either at the bid price or the offer price. So in this case, we have a buy and sell situation, which means when we're selling it's a put, when we're buying it's a call, as we know it classically on trading regular binary. However, it goes a little bit deeper than that. The price at which you are buying would be 86 or 87 or 88, depending at the time when you hit at the top. And the price that you can opt in for selling would be 95.7, 96 or whatever. So that means that your margin of profit is going to be only the aperture between what you buy and 100. In this case, it could be as little as $2 in the next 5 minutes. The more the odds are in your favor, the lower the amount is that you will be getting within the expiry, in this case of 3 minutes and 31 seconds. So if I decided to buy, which looks like a better option, I'm not consulting my charts, than selling, I will be buying at 98.5, and if I am in the money, then I will be making the difference between one price and the other. This is in a nutshell how the platform looks like. It is a little bit different to classic or trending binaries. I just wanted you to get a feel on this. I promise that we will have a proper trading and execution post on Nadex, because this will help a lot of people who will find this absolutely confusing and daunting in the first place. But this is just basically an induction of how the system works completely different, but remember, the same things always follow. You have an expiry time, you have an opt-in price, and you have a price at which you can sell. The only last advantage that I can tell you is with Nadex above every other broker except 24 options, is that you can sell your ticket before expiry if you're in the money, taking a little bit less profit. So the advantages are all there. Thank you for following this post. Please do subscribe to this channel, and let's hope we will have a very good trading year in the coming year. And of course, as always, I tell you, trade safely. Thank you. See you later.